What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a wicked day. In this video, we're going to be doing some more video analysis of Powerchair Football. This time we've got West Bromwich Albion Throstles versus Norwich City. So if you're enjoying the content, make sure to like, subscribe and all that good stuff. But quickly, before we get into it, just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who subscribed recently. We finally hit 500 subscribers, so thank you so much for everybody who subscribed. And now obviously we're going to keep going, so next goal is 600. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do if you're enjoying the content. But anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get straight into the video and let's check out what happens. Let's get into it. Alright, so here we go. Before I press play, we're going to go through the first goal that happens right now, and then we're going to go into the second half because that's where all the juicy stuff happens. But first, before we do any of that, we're going to go through the lineups real quick. For Throstles, we got Amy Wharton. He's playing as the deepest player, but obviously we've got Regan Kemp here. He's playing as the middle, but obviously he's wearing keeper shirt. We've got Amy Lee Julian on the wing with Abigail Bolt. And for Norwich City, we've got, I think it's Johan George in goal, Mike Coleman playing in the middle. We've got Tom Donaher and Henry Bernard playing there. So that's the lineups. But yeah, we're just going to jump to the first goal. Let's take a look. Alright, so here we go. Here's the first goal. Starts off from here. Amy Wharton taking the Throstles goal kick. So we're going to take it from here. So she takes the goal kick into Kemp. Kemp lets it roll. Mike picks it off. It comes out to Henry. And Donaher's on the ball. He goes for the flick. Kemp flicks it across to Lee Julian. She slams it across. And Abigail Bott finishes. So that's a nice goal. It was in our top 10 goals video as well. But let's check that back again. So obviously from a Norwich perspective, they play it quite well. But Donaher goes for the flick here. Flicks it. Regan Kemp anticipates it. Obviously, Donaher should not have flicked it. Obviously, easy to say now, but at the time, he didn't have the gap to flick it. But as he does, Regan Kemp reads it. That's a nice switch. Maybe Mike could have maybe cut it off. Not sure. The ball had quite a lot of pace. But this pass here from Amy Lee Julian is world class. That's what makes the goal. She slams it across so hard there. Sorry, again, the text is sort of blocking it, but Bolt can't miss, man. Bang, slams it in. There's nothing the keeper could do. Johan George, there's nothing. He's just stranded. So I'm just going to say one little flick mistake from Donaher for Norwich City, and Throstles absolutely pounce on it and kill him for it. So yeah, what a goal that is. But now we're going to jump into the second half. I'll see you there. Alright, so here we go. We're into the second half. Looks like Throstles made a change. I think Regan Kemp's come off for Jonathan David. I think that's still Amy Wharton in goal. Can't quite see. Whereas Norwich have swapped Mike and Tom Donaher around by Mike Coleman. They've just swapped positions. And that's it really. Apart from that, it's the same, and let's go from here. Next, Amy Wharton in goal. Still, I can't see from here. But anyway, Jonathan David here. It's a nice pass to Amy Lee Julian, swing and a miss. I think it's a 2-on-1 given. And the referee almost died. It's a big spin. Right, so obviously Norwich 1-0 down. Can they pull this back? Let's have a look. Donaher to take the set piece. Goes for the kick. It sort of goes nowhere though. Jonathan David to Amy. 1-2. It's a nice play. But it's coming to the corner. Can Coleman get the flick? Not quite. Unlucky. Goal kick. So what I want to see from Norwich is see if they can sort of pass the ball a bit. Try and get involved. Decent goal kick. That's nicely played. Good touch. Julian. She's waiting for it. Goes for the flick. Beautiful ball across. And Bolt there goes for the shot. I'm just going to take that back. Cool. big hit though. This from Amy Lee Jr., man. This is world class. I love how she's becoming so much more confident. I know her very well. I used to play alongside her at Southwest All Stars, and she always had potential, but she never really believed in herself properly. I think now she's starting to. And that's a hell of a ball. And Abigail Bolt goes for the shot. Right, she goes for the shot. Shot's not on, unless she put the shot right by the post here. It's not on. I would like to see pass back across here. As this guy's Jonathan Davis in a great position. But it comes to him anyway, as we're going to see here. And this shot, bang. It's nice, but cut out. Henry Bernard on the ball. Goes for the flick, plays it off the Throstles player. It's Norwich kick, well played, Henry. It's good football there. Play it off the player, win the set piece. Excellent. As Donoghue to take the set piece. Bernard down the line. And unlucky there, the front bumper's just a bit off. And goes straight out of bounds. Unlucky. So from Norwich there, they need to sort of clean that up. That's a mistake championship teams will make. The set piece is not right, and now in the Premier League, that ain't gonna fly, man. As Bernard's doing well, keeping to David. Jonathan Davis, sorry. As Johan George there cleans up. It's good play. Interesting to see him playing in goal. He never really did that before, but obviously he's a very strong player. So in the Premier League, you need strong play in goal. So it's nice to see. Johan George plays it to Donoghue with a touch. Takes it through the middle. It's a nice flick. Henry Bernard back to him. It comes to David. That's good touch. Bolt with a nice touch off the back wheel. She keeps it in. She gets into the corner. Can we get a flick back? It's always what I'm looking for from wingers. Yeah, when you get in the corner, you need to flick this back. She gets it. David, wrong pass for me. I'm going to take that back. So what I like to see is when the ball comes back, instead of coming back, go across. So for me anyway, Jonathan David needs to play this across. Let's take a look, right? As Bolt flicks it now. The only problem is the ball is a bit flat, right? So if the flick from Bolt was more towards the back of his chair, then it's easy for him to flick. So that ball is so flat, it's going this way. It needs to go this way. Then David can flick it across. So the flick accuracy wasn't quite right. That's why David plays it back, but miscues it. What he does there is he swings a bit too late, and that's what makes the ball drag out. But obviously, because the flick wasn't in the best spot, David is sort of having to adjust his chair. And as I always say in Powerchair Football, it's your chair angle and the way you position your chair very important. And the ball's got to be in the right place, because if you set your chair up for the ball to go back stick and then it doesn't arrive there, by the time you get your chair back, it's too late. As West Brom Throstles play the ball nice here. David's really stretching the player like what he's doing. Roberts pulled back 2-on-1. So you can see Throstles moving the ball around. Jonathan David's doing a great job. I think it's a great substitution there. He's really moving the ball around. There's Johan George to take the set piece. What can they do? Comes to Donoghue to Bernard. Bernard across to Coleman. Coleman with the swing and a miss. That's unlucky. Let's take that back. That is very... this was nice. It's a nice play here. It's got all four players involved. It's beautiful. George to Donoghue to Bernard, and here Mike Coleman's just spun too early. Unfortunately, if he just waits a bit longer, he makes contact with that. But swing and a miss. It's unlucky. Happens to everyone. I was an expert at that as well. In the later days of my career, I kept just missing the ball. It happens. Swing and a miss, but that was a nice move. Norwich should take a bit of optimism from that. As Bolt dribbles down the line, Donoghue's there and tries to play it past. Can we get a flick again? That's much better. But David there goes for the wrong pass. Goes for front bumper. Alright, let's see. Why did he front bump? Okay. So the flick this time is bang on, but Jonathan David's facing forward. So what I think you need to do is set your chair sideways. So you can see he's facing this way, right? If his front bumper's facing the wall, so his chair's that way, then you can flick it out. But because you've set up in a forward position, as soon as the ball gets played to you, the only thing you can do is front bumper, right? If you're sideways, when the ball comes, you can on the spot swing it across to Amy Lee Julian, where she's in the perfect position. Donna has come out of the box. There's no one round the box. So if that pass from David comes across, they got a great opportunity to score. Well, let's see how it pans out. So the flick comes, but obviously that front bumper is not going to cut it. Donna reads it, takes it, dribbles it. And Julian does well there to get out. She plays it to Bolt. And that was a mistake for me. For me, Julian does everything right. She brings the ball and then she stops, lets it roll. And for me, the two-touch for me is the wrong time to do it, because if you two-touch, taking it down the line, the keeper's right there and this guy's just going to follow you, right? What I think Abigail Bolt needs to do is front bumper it back to Davis. Yeah, get your chair's really set up for it. Literally drive to the ball, poke it back. Davis can play it to Julian. You want to play in triangles, right? So for me, anyway, I think two-touch is quite overrated sometimes. Because unless you're getting the touch velvetly spot on, you're going to mess up the opportunity. If you just front bumper it back, keep it simple. That's what I would say, my advice. A lot of people want to be complicated, be stylish, two-touch, all this and that. Sometimes you don't need it, man. Simple front bumper, I think, is more than effective, because as you two-touch it, as I predicted, it's just going to get caught out. And Bolt flicks it back, but this time that's not when you want to flick. So a bit of a disaster there in the corner. For me, like I say, you just front bumper back to where it comes from. You open the game up. And two-touch basically makes it difficult for you to score, because it's just getting shut down. If you can front bumper it, move the ball fast, that's how you score goals in this game. Move the ball from side to side as fast as possible, and you'll catch most teams out. It's Coleman there, takes the dribble, flicks it to nobody. Goes for flick again, comes to Bernard. Bernard with the front bumper, doesn't quite get accuracy on it. It comes to Donaher, it looks like a 2-on-1. Refs played it, Mike with a touch, gets round it. Bolt is on him. It's a good battle here. Max Coleman just lost the ball for a second. Bolt in the corner again. Can we get a flick? Coleman does well. Well played. It's a Norwich kick. Dave Morris there running the lines. He got that cool spot on. Well done. It's Coleman to take to Donaher. So far I'd say Throstles have had. Hold on, here we go. That's nice. Julian with the touch, take it into the corner. Can we get a flick? Get round it, flick it out if you can. I think it's gone out for a set piece. I think so, I can't quite see. Got Colin Gordon down the sideline. She's pointing out. Jonathan Davis, in the corner. Ball goes across, wrong pass. Julian again gets across. She shoots, she scores. Holy moly, I didn't see that one coming. It's funny because the first thing I say is wrong decision from this set piece anyway. Because she goes to fire it across. So if I take that back, I'm not sure what Lee Julian's trying here, trying to get the ball across. That's never really going to work. Jonathan Davis right here. I say that, right? But it worked out anyway. Because as she does that, the ball... So Coleman clears it. Johan George clears it. Comes back to Davis. Davis front bumpers it. And unfortunately, we can't even see the angle here. Maybe my face is sort of blocking a little bit. I'm not sure. See if I can change that 1 second. 1 second, if I change my face to the top just for a second, yeah, just so you can see what happens. Take the ball, let's play that. So she goes for the shot and buries it. How on earth did she do that? Just gonna pause it. Yeah, how did she bury that? It's a very nice shot. Like, I can't lie. And it just sort of stuns the Norwich keeper. Jordan, don't know, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. Nobody expected that. Alright, because a shot from there, 9 times out of 10 is never going in. But 1 out of 10 times it will go in. That's what we saw. What a goal. Throstles 2-0 up, and I've got to say they do deserve it. They've created good opportunities. You can see what they're trying to do. They're moving it nicely. Colin Gordon's got them playing nicely. But yeah, I mean, Norwich, they're in trouble. And to be fair, Norwich not played too bad themselves. They're just not they're sort of toothless a little bit. There's no like final third, the killer instinct. Can't slice through butter, you know. They can't get through. Whereas West Bromwich Throstles are like a hot knife through butter, they're cutting through. Right? It's just the final third decision. Sometimes they're not getting it right. I mean, if they can clean up that final third, Throstles will be a force. They're playing quite well here. And for me, star players, Amy Lee Julian, she got an assist for the first goal. She scored the second goal out of nothing. She's playing well. It's good to see. Well played. From a Norwich perspective, there's not much more they can do, to be honest. I mean, they need to shut down Throstles a bit quicker. Stuff like that shouldn't be happening. So if I take that, but how has that happened? Right, so if I'm a Norwich coach, one big thing you can change. Swap the keeper and the middle player. Or what you should do, right, if you want your middle player to be there, do what West Brom Throstles are doing and make Donoghue wear the keeper shirt. And then you can have someone back, right? Because what you're doing here is, because you've got the keeper here and the middle player there, your wingers outside the box can't come back and help, right? So what you need to do is, if these two swap around, so say if you had Johan George just in the box but sticking out, you can have a defender touch tight to him and it's not 2-on-1 because he's the keeper. If you're setting up like this, that's why, right? This ball from Julian goes to Bolt, she picks it off. It's essentially 3 versus 2. Whereas if you get the keeper here and swap these two around, so even if you don't know how, just wears the keeper shirt, like I said, you can get another defender involved and you can clog off the space. It's just too open because that leads to a short opportunity. It's a good save, but it's dangerous. So that's what I would suggest Norwich can do. Get more players back. Just get more players back, clog up the space. Because obviously if you've got more chairs in the way, it makes it much more difficult to score. So that's the biggest thing I can say. Just don't know how it goes for the hit, but it's just going to come straight back. And with Amy Lee Julian, you have to be careful with those type of passes. If you just fire the ball at her, she's going to fire it back. And she's going to hit it harder than you did. So just, you got to be careful. So there has been a substitution. Number 11. Got Matthew Harrison, who's come on. Who came off? I think Amy Wharton's come off. Yeah, we've got Davis playing goal now. Okay, cool. So Abigail Ball goes for the block off. Let's see, the block off is a bit weak right now. Right, so the problem is, because Abigail Ball's coming back, if the ball gets crossed, it's a 2-on-1. You need to be very careful when you're blocking off like that. Can't go back too much. Okay, that's why. It was a fake. It's good play. Abigail ball goes for the block off last minute, peels off. It's nice play. The accuracy on the pass wasn't there. Nice idea though. Oh, just slices it there. But yes, nice little set piece. A bit of creativity. I think that's the thing Norwich are missing, a bit of creativity. They're not unlocking the door. It's good play. Coleman with a touch. I'll take that back. For me, Coleman needs to play it back. Here. I suppose Coleman just front bumper it back. Look at Bernard. Perfect position. Chesney right place. Coleman plays it back. Donoghue switches it across. Now we're talking. Do you know what I'm saying? That touch there is the wrong thing to do because Julian's on you. Should cut you off straight away. Biggest thing, you need to move the ball. You need to move the ball. These touch and dribbles ain't gonna work, man. As soon as the ball comes, pop it off front bumper, move it. Davis is showing off now. That's a 2. Yeah, ref spotted it. It's played advantage though, okay. Donoghue is trying to force it through. You're not getting past Jonathan Davis, man. He's a big guy, he's strong. Still battling, it's good play. It's on the ball again. I'm impressed with Jonathan Davis, man. What a player this guy is. He's changed the game on his own. It's nice pass back across. Yes, but Harrison isn't there. Let's take that back. Wow. So this comes all from Davis, man. That hit is nice. Abigail ball, perfect ball. Oh, Harrison just goes forward. The thing is, right? As the ball comes across, right? Now, if you look, Harrison's positioned here, and that's the last thing Abigail Bolt has seen. So she's fired the ball thinking Harrison's still there, but he moves. So the biggest thing I'd say is when someone's passing you the ball, try not to move. Because if they're a good player, they're going to hit it to where you were, not where you're going to be. Right? So don't move. Make it easy for Abigail Bot to find you. You just move forward and that's what messes you up. It's unlucky. What a pass. Davis to Bolt. Bolt drills it across. Beautiful football. But it's just not quite right. As we've got a substitution here. So Hannah's come on in goal. Johan George is playing on the wing now. Hannah's last name is quite long. I don't know how to pronounce that. So I'm just going to say Hannah in goal. Bernard to take. Donoghue. Poor touch. Get out of jail there. Harrison's on you. But Donoghue uses his strength to push his past. Julian's playing in the middle. Bernard, hello. Wow. What a shot that is. You see that? Bang. Beautiful. It's unlucky with that. That was a nice pass. That's world class from Bernard, showing guy can play, man. Throstles trying to move the ball about. It doesn't really lead to anything. Still Throstles kick. Got about 8 minutes to go. Looking like it's game, set and match, to be honest. Doesn't look like anything gonna come from it, but let's see. Yeah. Murgatroyd. I ain't even gonna try. I'm just gonna shut up. I can't read as it is. Do you know what I mean? I'm also convinced that I'm dyslexic. I think I'm dyslexic. Do you know that? I can't read sometimes. I get numbers mixed up so easily. It's a nice pass though. Donoghue trying to force it, not quite right. And you can see obviously Norwich trying to go for it now. Got Hannah pushing right to the halfway line. And the accuracy is just not right, man. The ball comes back. Hannah needs to be careful. It takes a touch. That's a very loose touch. Got to be careful with those. As Harrison tries to fight. It's good play here. Donoghue forcing it. He fakes the flick. Julian just takes it off for him. Leaves it for Bolt. Bolt forces it across. Harrison's there. Pass it back. Oh, unlucky, son. Johan George covered it though. Harrison, nice flick to Julian. Julian flicks it, and there. Just want to talk about that. So, Amy Lou Julian, this is where you can improve slightly, right? When the ball comes here. Right, you're trying to flick this across. But if you look at the shape of Johan George's chair, you ain't got the space to dig this out. So what you want to do is try take a touch, and this is where you do want to dribble, because by forcing this ball, it's never going to get crossed. By the way he's shaped, he ain't going to let you do that to you, right? And as that happens, it flicks out to Donoghue. If Donoghue has a clean strike or can find Bernard, you're in trouble. So passing is good, but don't force it. If the gap isn't there for the pass, don't need to force it, right? You force it, comes to Donoghue, Donoghue smashes it. And obviously Davis is there to clean up, but that could have been bad. George on the board, takes a touch, goes for the flick. The referee spotted something. There's probably a 2-on-1. Yes, a 2-on-1. Alright, good opportunity for Norwich. Donoghue with the ball. Looks like he's going to fire it to George. Yes, he does, but it gets cut out. Counter attack, Bolt on the ball. Donoghue's there to clean up, flicks it straight out of bounds, but plays it off the Throstles chair. Good play. George to take again. Donoghue touch. Tries to dribble. Julian takes touch, but again Donoghue's just fighting past. Good flick. Nice touch. Oh, unlucky, son. That'd have been a nice touch. Reverse. Smack it across. Bob your uncle. But unlucky. Julian with a kick to Bolt. Yeah, Bolt again forces it, but it doesn't get through. Johan George got to be careful. Can Bolt get round? Yes. Got another flick. Nope, hits off the post. So there, maybe hit it off the keeper, try to get a flick. Unlucky. But again, Norwich getting a bit. They need to do something quickly. Donoghue tries to get round. Julian does well to stop him. It's a nice flick, but it's gonna need to be careful. It's gonna backfire. Harris spin on that. Oh, unlucky. It's a good ball across. Can Bolt force it? Oh, unlucky. Can we get a flick? Can we get a flick? Yes, we can. 2-on-1 probably. It's played advantage. So again, I'm going to take that back. Amy, you're doing it again. Right, look, if you look at the shape of the shape, you ain't getting that across. You don't force, you're forcing it. It's putting your team in danger. Full screen. What I say is, you got to remember, you're 2-0 up. Yeah, you're going to win the game. There's no need to force that at all. Do you know what I mean? There's no need to force this pass at all. You're putting yourself into trouble. Yeah, but you don't need that. Because you're going to put yourself at risk of potentially getting scored on. Because you're trying to force a pass. Just see the game out. 5 minutes to go. Do you know what I'm saying? 2-0, you won the game. Nothing stupid and job's done, right? Uh-oh, could be loose here. Big girl Bolt could have left it maybe. Won the set piece. And that should be... I don't think the keeper touched it, but okay. Corner, we take it. Throstles will take it. As Julian getting a block. Donoghue's not having any of it. It's good play. Oh, could sneak in. Back to Harrison with the touch. 2-on-1. Down City Norwich City got to be very careful here. As the ball just gets fired across. I mean, let's check that back. What is happening here? Obviously, miscommunication here because Hannah maybe thinks she's taking it. And Donoher just spins while she's right behind him. You know what I'm saying? This is strange because if you're going to take it, Hannah, just sit on the line. Why are you here? And more importantly is, why have you just fired it straight to Amy? It looks like you're going for George, but the accuracy needs to be sorted out because this is dangerous. You just left Amy and she doesn't quite hit the pass, but you can't be doing stuff like that. It's George with, Bernard with the miss. But yeah, you got to be careful because maybe Throstles won't punish you for that. But Teesside, West Brom, Aspire, Newcastle, Leeds, they kill you for that. So be very careful. Don't know how with the touch, but just leaves the ball behind. Sport does well. Flick, yep. Julian across, yep. One back across, Julian. Oh, unlucky. Harrison with the pass back to Amy wasn't quite right. It's not what she was looking for. Don't know how to take to George. George with the touch, and can George not get this to Bernard? No, because again, see the way he set his chair. If you were facing, if the front of your chair was this way, it's an easy flick across. But the way he set his chair up, this is what I'm saying. The angle of your chair will dictate what you do. So that, if you can get that flick across, but you take a touch, and this is what's gonna make you struggle. In the Premier League, these type of touches ain't gonna work. It's gotta be a pass. Nice play, Donoher to George. Donoher again to George again. George with the touch. It's nice football. Johan George just trying to force it over the line. Needs to be careful not to give 2-on-1. As Bernard rotates, but Davis is meeting his match, man. These two are going for it. Davis is winning it. George not giving up, comes off him. Jonathan Davis, man, what a player. As soon as he's come on, man, his whole second half's changed. Well played. Donoher with a kick. Set piece, looking for Bernard, it looks like. Goes to George, to Bernard. Bernard. Oh, let's check that back. See what I mean by two-touch? It didn't need a two-touch. You check why? Why two-touch that you could just pass it back? I don't get it. It's in the wrong time to do two-touch. A two-touch is good when you have space. When there's keepers coming at you, man, it's not. Especially when you're in the corner, you're making it harder for yourself. And if Bernard hits that across, I think they score. Obviously, I'm not just picking on Norwich or Bernard. There's so many wingers do it. I mean, Abigail Bolt was doing it as well. Like, do you know what I mean? A lot of players do it. Go for the complicated style shot, and it's not. Keep it simple when you can. Look at the best football players. Running game, Powerchair Football. The best players, keep it simple. Because if you can do the simple things right, that's all you need. You don't need fancy this and that, and don't need it, man. It's nice to have it if you can do it. But anyway, don't hurt with the opportunity. Oh, it's a goal. That's a goal. Again, the text is in the way and there's nothing I can do, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do, I'm just take it back. I'm not going to move the mouse so you can actually see it. Right, don't know how it goes. Hits it to Bernard. Yeah, Bernard fires it across. And that's poor defending, to be honest. But Johan George ain't going to give a crap about that, is he? This man's just bagged himself a goal. Unfortunately, they scored in at the last minute of the game. If they would have done this 10 minutes ago, we would have had a very interesting end to the game. Because the way Throstles were throwing the ball around, they were very loose with the ball. Norwich, they're going to be very unlucky that they scored. They've scored, it's great, but it's just last minute. A bit earlier, they got a chance. It's not a ball. All she needs to do is keep it in the corner, waste of time. That's what she's doing. Yeah, just drag time, play it in the corner. Don't flick it, just stay. Yeah, well played, she knows. It's good, smart football. That's it. That's it. Keep it in. Keep it going. Julian's there. Now it's her turn. Just keep the ball. That's it. Oh, good flick. Uh-oh, here we go. George needs to go to the ball. He fires it across. Ooh. Damn, getting a bit risky now, aren't we? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go. Last chance for Norwich. Can they pull this back? It would be an absolute miracle if they pull this back. Donaher fires to Bernard. Bernard goes for the shot. And it was an easy read. Julian takes it. Past Donaher. And I think whistle's blown. Yeah, whistle has blown. The game has ended 2-1. What a match. So yeah, man, that's the end of the match. Interesting game, actually. It was quite tight. 2-1 in the end. Like I said in the video, man, that if Norwich could have scored maybe 10 minutes earlier, we would have had a very interesting end to the match. Overall, I think Throstles deserved to win. They were moving the ball around quite well. I think if they can just clean up the final pass, the final shot, they can be a very deadly team. I like the way they played. And Davis was great in goal, coming out, moving the ball around nice. Amy Lee Julian, probably the star player this match. A goal and an assist, can't argue with that. And overall, they played well from Norwich's point of view. I mean, they didn't quite cut through Throstles, didn't create many opportunities. They managed to score one, but in the end, it was just a consolation goal. They scored earlier, we're in for an interesting match, but it's a good match. So if you enjoyed, make sure you like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. But that's going to be anyway, so thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in a bit. And peace.